It's here. It's time. Ah! Time for me to turn my shit off. It's bittersweet for sure. This is a game that has done a lot for me. But none the matter. I want to stick to the script here. So to commemorate GT4 going offline, I'm gonna go over some of my replays, some of my escapes, some of my photos. Just taking a trip down memory lane. Hopefully, this is received well. But it is a bit of a gut punch. Like I said, this game, when I bought it, I had no intentions of having a wall full of T-shirts and medals and whatnot. And I mean, all the places I've been, all the money I've made. Well, that sounds very bleak. I had no intentions of it. I just wanted a game to play with my friends that was racing related. And yeah, sad to see it go. And there, of course, is the last hour of maintenance being put up for everybody to see. Also, I've got myself blown up in the top right because it's all about me. Shit, I'm interested to see if this is what I remember from a couple nights ago, because really I was a little hammered. Yeah, Group 2 at Catalunya. I mean, Tiga, I have no idea who this is. Lil C Money, I don't know if he still races, but I definitely remember his name. Lukey was super good. He actually, there were a couple seasons there in the early going where he was really one of the early guys to be very quick on the game, and I'm sure he'll probably show it here in this race. Then funny enough, Art is in this. I had no idea up until I watched this a couple days ago. The guy that I still race to this day, I was racing back here in 2018 when we were both kind of plebbing it. I don't know who that is. Spike, I know. Don't know who any of these people are. I know Senior Stoney from way back, but I mean that's how far down Art and I were, and I'm already going for a move. GG on the Cole Trickle Yellow Mellow car. So the most incredible thing is how much we turn in this game. It was built so controller friendly that, I mean, if you did this now, your front tires would explode basically. Yeah, this race, it was you could either one stop and pit for tires and fuel back when the pit deltas were super short, or you could try to do what Art's gonna do and just try to go no stop. Obviously, Dirty Air was a lot weaker back then, so you could actually try to race people. Like I said, it's very ironic. Even way back in the day, back in the early days, I was still fighting against Art. That actually, I mean, it's kind of blows my mind, honestly. But yeah, I think Lukey had this thing won. You could see my tires were not good. back then, it was mostly brake 90. But I think steering grip probably had some implications on the tire wear as well. Do I not do anything this race? Didn't really change much. So I'm pitting at the end of 8 for whatever reason, and taking tires. Like, why didn't I just pit halfway? But I saved a lot of fuel. So I pop out in P3. What happened to Lukey? Crashed in the pit lane, has to do a whole nother lap. And he reversed into the pit lane, that's probably why. But yeah, so that kind of opened up the door for me. Then it was only Art and T-Guns in front. So yeah, I think they both try to no-stop it. And I catch Art. I thought I would dive bomb him here. This is what I would, like, thinking about now, I feel like I'd probably dive bomb him, but thankfully his tires were dead and he's short on fuel, so he just let me go. So I was like, now I gotta go get the win. I was watching this with Sosa last night, and I was thinking to myself coming out of this corner, I'm like, huh, I don't remember how this race ends. What would I do in this moment? Yep. Boop. Back in the day, good grief. I mean, this is December, I think, of 2018, and we're in January of almost February of 2024. So this is a while back. Yeah, Carl, no kidding. No freaking kidding, man. Yeah, this was a big score back then. This was like an oh shit, like, damn, I'm decent. Wish you could just skip the fucking intros. Yeah, look at that grotesque livery. That's Cooper! That's funny. One Junko again. Speedy Sloth back there in the white and blue Renault. Not the greatest looking livery, but it did the job. There's Grove. Right there. This guy! Oh, this guy drove me up a fucking wall. Rest in peace, Mickey. Died in a motorcycle crash in 2020, 2019. Very, very sad. I'm sure this is a very respectful overtake. Ah. Yeah, no way I'm getting away with that scot-free. Did I over-under? He parked me. Fair, I deserve that. Oh, he just messed up, and I probably, yeah, just body him out of the way. Yeah, fits the bill. Oh, and he died. Oh, he died. Oh, he died. Does he just get the curb wrong? It was surprising. Like, I remember it was very easy to get high side on the curbs, and then to get offline, you're just dead. Nice. Another very respectful overtake, I'm sure. And honestly, I mean, that's more respectful than I thought it was gonna be. I'd probably give him the right rear coming through here, pinch him off, and then force him to back out. Yeah, so I was rolling. Came into the pits. Thankfully, nobody to... Oh. Oh, man. Yeah. Thousand IQ. Yeah, King VA won that one by a mile. But I got P2, and the funny thing is, based on that result, I was like, you know what? I can handle my own manufacturer. I can qualify for a World Tour. You'll see. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, this was my first time ever meeting Sosa. It had been in this race. Contra had gone to DNA by that point. Drenzo. Oh, God. That guy. Yeah. Optimal. Always got into it with judoka. On stream more often than not. Ah, Panther. So TG and Panther went DNA. God, I remember this like it was yesterday. Beat Flat Track 98. Yep, me and back. Still managing to throw qualifying, even in second split. This guy. Another. I gotta stop saying I hate these people, because at the time I strongly dislike these people. Love Speedy. But yeah, like Sprint Cup, Bill Bader. Bill was around for the first Porsche season on GT Sport, on GT7 rather. This guy. Man, I got a lot of ops here. Nice. Yep, there it is. So there's the dive on judoka that probably sets him off. I don't remember, like I said, I do not remember this ending well. I know I took a photo at the exit of this corner. Oh my god, what was I doing? Shame. Shame. Yeah, P8. Causing bomb sight. 5 of the top 6. Mike was on pole. I think this was the year that the season that he qualified with Chevy. Could have been a World Tour driver. He's Felix Cortez now. He's still very good. Brian, that's my crafty, he's back. Shapiro. J-Mac, very good driver. Almost qualified for a World Tour, I believe, with Lexus. And then I find myself back here in P6 burn and feel like an idiot. Because there's still some pretty good names. Jeeves, oh my god. Decent driver. Team Lauer, decent driver. Never got to meet either of those two. Totally lit. Always with the Anakin paint scheme. Cards fan. Obviously, Take 7 Cards fan, or AMS Cards fan, whatever he's known as now. Dibs. I remember Dibs. Yeah, Goletsky, I mean, the M6 was goated here, but, you know, qualified 16th. He was never very good in qualifying. We eventually recruited Pop to join TPG. Yeah, this was something. I don't know why I did that. I'm surprised he didn't just kill me there. Looks like he might have tried to there. Yeah, I put my 4-ways on. Like I fucking... Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh, unfortunate. So yeah, that bomb sight happened. I got a free spot out of it, though. And for whatever reason, Shapiro didn't get the spot back. Yeah, probably try to torpedo somebody. But yeah, Gillespie's making his way through the field. Had he started a little bit better, as there was a crash there as well, had he started a little bit better, we probably could have gotten a 1 through 6. But I know it was super close to on this last lap. Damn. Mike got the easiest win of his life. Tristan came home P2. Brian came home P3. I was P4. Shapiro was P5. Does he do like the wiggle? Yeah, it was 1 through 5, and then obviously Gillespie coming home in P8. That was a proud moment. That was about as good as it ever got with TTG. Yeah, that was at our peak. I mean, we had a bunch of really good drivers, and I really thought that we not only had a team that could, you know, fight for World Tour spots, but also, you know, a team that was going to do good things. But shit eventually goes sour. I got onto VLX, was super happy. I was effectively I wasn't effectively. I was the North American manager of the team. So effectively, it was just TTG moved under, and we had a couple of people that got absorbed into it. But then it was like, I don't know. I saw this opportunity at BSR that I was offered. At the time, they were a top line F1 esports team, and I was like, you know what? This is like that next step, because VLX wasn't really doing anything, and I was having some problems with management, really just not being able to operate the way that I wanted to operate. And they're really giving me a hard time with that. But yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go somewhere else. and I'm gonna try to see if this thing can go. And I was like, you know what? I'll team back up with Robbie. Callan was on VSR at the time. I was like, if we get the 3 of us back together, we can do something. JWP Texas, nice. Mason's arch rival. And PX7 had become a thing. So TTG died, and right around that time, the Team Turismo had a falling out with their manager, and they decided to make their own team called PX7, well, PHX and PX7, you know, the Elite 7 and then everybody else, which was, in hindsight, probably not the best business decision, I'll be honest. For them, of course. Erky, aw. I know I still see him in Cyrus' streams every once in a while, but I think he stopped streaming as of now. Splitting row 4 there with Apple Pop. Man, Ban Bloodstain and Ears for Years. Callan! Aw. See, at this point, Callan had already left TTG. He'd gone to V1, things weren't really working out. And so he and I joined VSR like the same day, essentially. Timothy. Timmy! Well, I was like, you know what, I made a good start, surely I can calm down and not have any problems. Also Pelican in P5, but I got greedy. And just, I don't know what Pelican was doing trying to make a 3-wide, but I just yoinked them out of the way. So Hernandez probably not happy about that, so I'm amazed I didn't get punted back. Ah, there it is. And of course I punted him in return. And, he had some pretty good pace there for a while, so I get up the inside of him. What on earth? That's actually, funny enough, that's Drifter right there. That's VQS Drifter in P1. He would always used to run these HKS deliveries. Average pass. I hate when I ask myself the questions of how I get ahead of people. I'm like expecting at least a legal overtake. To be fair, he left me no room. But that was not the nicest overtake I've ever done. So I forced Pelican to go around the outside. Yippee! Victory! In case the servers go down, I want to get these 2 out of the way. So yeah, the whole VSR thing didn't go well. We had a really good start with the team. Everything that we were promised, they had really good support for all of us. We got good exposure and whatnot. But things just kind of fizzled out. VSR had like a management change, and it just ultimately things kind of unraveled. And I know Robbie was the first one to leave. And then Callan left. And I think actually Callan and I left about exactly the same time, which is funny because we joined VSR at the same time. So I found myself as Dino Solo. That's where that comes from VSR Dino. And the TGR season hadn't really gone great. So I remember the first race at Laguna Seca didn't go well. And then, it didn't go well until slot 2. And then it's kind of a thing of that, but I really figured it out once I went solo. I had a really, really good Interlagos, qualified P2, jumped the start, went all the way to the back, came back to get P3, so I kept my points hopes alive. So going into this race, I needed essentially Thunder to not score, and I needed either Robbie or Lamb to finish 1 or 2 spots behind me. But in all actuality, I say that in hindsight because I just wanted to go in here and have a good end of the season and be like, damn. And as you can see, we've got 5 minutes till it all shuts down. So hopefully I can get this in. Wow, there we go. So yeah, I made a really good start and I got ahead of Lamb. So I was like, okay, this is exactly what I needed. I just needed to put my head down and run away. The thing was, Robbie had other plans. So Robbie goes in there, bodies Lamb out of the way. And obviously, the Lamb wasn't too happy about that. So as I'm looking back in my mirror at my radar going, oh, this is going to be fun to watch, I'm just like, run away. But critically, Thunder has a moment here as, Robbie put Quake in the wall, and then the whole accordion just put Mike offset, and Mike goes for a spin. That basically eliminates him out of contention, more or less. So then it becomes a race between will Robbie or Lamb finish within 2 spots of me? And so Danny tries around the outside. Basically, Robbie gives him a car length, essentially, and maybe a little bit less, but, c'est la vie. And so Danny's like, you know what? It's wall time for you. So Robbie gets put in the wall, and then on top of that, when Quake gets ahead, and then he's getting team raced, because effectively Wind is still PX7, Lester's affiliated. It was basically over there. So at this point, I needed to win. I needed to win this race and have Robbie finish worse than 4th, I think. So I pulled my head out of my ass, and I did probably the 4 best laps that I've ever done in my entire career. 1 minute, I need to hurry up here. But yeah, I did the race of my life, and at that moment, once I crossed the finish line, qualified myself for TGR by 1 point. Please load. Oh, there's the notification. Maintenance will begin shortly. So yeah, at this point in the manufacturer's season, we were out. We were like, I think 20 or 30 global points behind Peugeot at the time. And the problem was Peugeot was the way in, we were 13th, and then 14th was Nissan, who scored really, really big that day, and they were all but locked in for the top 12. So we needed to put in a really big one, and I got very lucky here. At this point, I had already qualified for TGR, and I was like, okay, this is where I got to go get it for manufacturers. So I did a shit job in qualifying. I've got Dry Storm in front of me, and as you'll see, at turn 1, I was like, man, I got a lot of people to overtake. Like, this is going to be like a monumental effort to get up to where I needed to be to score decent points. And you can see the servers are offline because no one's livery is loading. But yeah, these two numbskulls took each other out very early on. So I was like, oh, great. This is perfect. This was probably this was one of 2 double overtakes that I had in the race. Everybody was queuing up to not make an overtake, and I was like, okay, I'll just take both. I know, yeah, Zhao defends on Randy. Brakes super early, because Zhao wants to back Randy up essentially as much as possible. So I go around the outside of both of them. So yeah, my second double overtake in 4 laps. So I'm like, P3, I'm like, I can win this race. Also, Randy gave a nice little party gift there to Zhao. Faku, he then got a penalty, and so I was like, cool, I just got to go chase down Ethan. And I wanted to lead because I thought I was faster. Like, if Ethan was pushing me, I could tow him down the straightaways, pull away in the corners, and then, just keep him ahead of Randy. Because, I mean, as secure as Nissan was, really, Ethan was not in a good headspace at all. And so instead of passing him here, which I should have, I waited. And in waiting, I tapped into the back of him and cut the corner by a microscopic inch and get myself a 1-second penalty. So I was like, oh, shit. But he pulls over and lets me go. Like, he's right behind Randy and then just pulls over and lets me go. No strings attached, just let me go. And then, to this day, I still don't think I got a corner cut there. But I got a 1 second again. So I'm like, there's no way. Like, my race is over. And if I didn't score here, there was a really good possibility that BMW was going to miss out, especially because our Asian teammate hadn't really gotten... I don't even know if he was around for this at the time. So I served the penalty, and luckily for me, just stupid luck, Faku disconnects. And so that takes really the main catalyst out for this race. But then, the miracle. They all took each other out. Mind you, Ethan was also going to miss the corner. Nobody here was going to make that corner where they were braking. They just carried him off in there, so I'm like, oh my god, I actually missed the corner a little bit because I'm looking at them going, holy crap. But I left the inside lane open, and there went Randy. Didn't need a second invitation. So he goes off in there. I mean, he barely made the corner. I got stopped, though. So yeah, he got me there, and I was like, okay, let's dance. So right here, I made up my mind. I was going to brake as late as I possibly could. I was going to turn him for the corner like he wasn't there, and whatever happened was going to be it. And just, I stuck it somehow, some way. I remember I went back to Randy's stream, and everybody in his stream was in shock, and everybody in my stream, I had 96 viewers at that time, which was a lot back then, still a lot now. But my chat was just going insane. So right now, the only thing that's going through my head is just don't fuck it up. Just do not fuck it up. And 36 global, season-altering global points. And gave it a nice little park. Didn't brake check them, but I definitely waited my sweet time, or took my sweet time to get back to the throttle. And yeah, so this didn't get me in, but this essentially was the building block to have an even better round afterwards at Maggiore in Group 3. That locked me in for my first World Tour. So... Lost all the BMW stickers. Nope, all those replays are gone. So thankfully I got through all the big ones. And there we go. GT Sport is in the books.